Alright guys, what's happening? So if you made it this far in the video, which is at the end, I more than appreciate you checking out my frame build process on the micro camper here that I've been working on. I kind of just wanted to throw in a few things here at the end. So I started this project in November, the beginning of November, and it now is January, close to the end. So it took me about 3 months, on and off, weekends, a little bit of time after work, here and there. So I haven't really kept track of the timing on how long it actually took me hour-wise. But for projects like this that I'm doing for myself, I'm not really concerned about that. I enjoy doing it, so I'm not really too concerned about the actual time. And obviously it's not about making money at this point, so it's more just, you know, doing something that I enjoy. So just to go over a few things that I might not have put in the video, I ended up picking up these tires off of a guy on Facebook, used Facebook Marketplace. They actually weren't used. It was a guy that bought them brand new, and he ended up not using them for the vehicle that he bought them for. They're actually 31-inch tires, and they're just plain steely wheels, which is pretty much what I was shooting for. I didn't want anything too flashy or anything like that, and something that could kind of take a beating if for any reason I end up ever on like crazy trails or anything like that. I ended up putting these tow hooks on here just in case, you know, you never know what you're going to run into. in case I have to yank it out of anywhere for any reason. I ended up going with Timbren 2,500 pound axles, and well, technically they're not really axles, but the suspension alone kind of cost a pretty penny, but that's not something that I was literally looking to cheap out on, and I didn't really have an issue with putting money towards that, because that's kind of what holds the whole thing together and gets you from A to B. So it's not really something that you want to cheap out on. What else were you looking at here? There's really not too much to it with the frame. I do have to give a shout out to ADV 4x4. I saw his video, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or so, and that kind of inspired me to do this. And as you can see, my frame build is pretty similar to his. Going down the center here, I obviously built my own fenders, which, if I remember correctly, he put some fenders on his, so the outskirts are a little bit different than his. But overall, I gotta give a shout out to him, because kind of pretty much inspired me to do this. And I just always am up for challenges and building stuff from scratch, so I was pretty happy with how it came out, I would say. And yeah, up next will be I'm going to paint it. I'm going to wire the entire frame. Going to have reverse lights, tail lights, all that going around here. Probably some marker lights around the whole outside, just for a little bit of extra effect. Yeah, so that'll probably be the next video. Paint and lighting and wiring and all that. And then shortly after that, we'll start the body construction. I actually already have the 2 walls built. They're kind of up there against the garage door. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to move on to the next step, because once we get moving along with the next step, we'll actually kind of get to see the camper come together, and not just really be a frame. So yeah, as I said before, if you made it this long in the video, I more than appreciate it, and thanks for checking everything out. And if you could comment, subscribe, and follow along with the video series, because there's more to come after this. And I guess that'll be it. Thanks, guys.